Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. From another headlines as usual.
Vietnam's rice export signal a favorable years in 2022. Hanoi's villas and townhouse segment attractive. And later on, Dong Giang tourism site offers new experience to visitors.
Let's begin our bulletin with the most prominent events of the week from March 21st to 27th.
Malaysian Prime Minister Dato Sri Ismail Sabri bin Yaakob and a high-ranking delegation of the Malaysian government paid an official visit to Vietnam from March 20 to 21st. During the visit, the Malaysian Prime Minister held talks with Vietnamese Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, witnessed the signing of cooperation agreements on recruitment, employment and repatriation of laborers, legal cooperation between the Vietnamese and Malaysian governments, and a cooperation agreement between the Vietnam News Agency and Malaysian National News Agencies, among others. Both sides agreed to further facilitate the expansion of collaboration in several fields, including investment, automation, smart logistics, innovation, high technology, digital economy, and digital transformation. Prime Minister Ismail Sabri also paid a courtesy call on Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and met with President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc and National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ.
President Phúc congratulated Mr. Yoon Suk-yeol on being elected as the 20th President of the Republic of Korea during the phone talks on March 23rd. President-elect Yoon Suk-yeol said he always attaches importance to relations with Vietnam and wishes the two sides to further enhance bilateral ties in the future. He said that Korea will continue to encourage its businesses to invest or expand investment in Vietnam, and that his country will facilitate Vietnamese citizens' entry. Mr. Yoon Suk-yeol lauded Vietnam's role in ASEAN and thanked Vietnam for its contributions to peace, stability, cooperation and development on the Korean peninsula. The two leaders agreed to increase bilateral trade to $100 billion next year and $150 billion in 2030.
A delegation of the National Assembly headed by Chairman of its Committee for External Relations Vũ Hải Hà had joined the forums of young and women parliamentarians, a part of the 144th General Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union IPO 144 and related meetings in Bali, Indonesia. On March 20th, the delegation attended the Forum of Women Parliamentarians, sharing the experience of IT application in online education during the period of COVID-19. On March 21st, Vietnamese delegation met with IPO Secretary General Martin Chuong and President Duterte Pacheco to discuss the promotion of cooperation between the National Assembly and the IPO. Vietnam delegation also presented 5 proposals to promote parliamentary actions to achieve net zero targets at the IPO 144.
A Francophone delegation led by General Secretary of the International Organization of La Francophonie, or OIF, Louis Mushikiwabo, is visiting Vietnam from March 21st to 30th. During the visit, 24 Francophonie countries and OIF member governments met with over 420 Vietnamese firms to discuss business and investment projects, mostly in the 3 main areas of agriculture, food processing, sustainable energy, community, and digital services. A Francophone business forum was opened in Ho Chi Minh City on March 22nd to 23rd, and the Vietnam Francophone High-Level Economic Forum in Hanoi on March 24th to introduce Vietnam's strategic orientation, business and investment opportunities, and the local business climate. Founded in 1970, the OIF now has 88 member states and observers.
Vietnamese rice exports have been increasing significantly in the first months of 2022, signaling a favorable year for the country's produce.
Data from the General Department of Customs show the country exported nearly 975,000 tons of rice, worth $469 million in the first 2 months of the year, up 48% and 30.6% against the same period last year, respectively. Vietnam's largest rice export market during the period was the Philippines, with the exports to the country rising by 110% in volume and 82% in value. It was followed by China. Vietnamese rice exporters have been focusing more on quality to better access to the European market to capitalize on the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement, or VEFTA. Experts say Vietnam's rice exports this year will continue to better exploit the advantages from the EVFTA to boost shipments to the European market. The EU currently accounts for only a small share of Vietnam's total rice exports, with 1% in volume and 1.3% in turnover.
Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam's largest economic hub, has been paying attention to developing the high-tech industry so as to bring into full play opportunities brought about by the Fourth Industrial Revolution.
Over the past time, many domestic and foreign invested companies in Ho Chi Minh City have established advanced production models and applied high-tech techniques. The forming modern production lines, easing dependence on imported components, and meeting the demand for high-tech products in the country for export. The Saigon High-Tech Park currently has 165 valid investment projects, totaling $8.6 billion, in which many major groups such as Samsung and Intel have enjoyed effective business and investment and plan to expand their production scale. To attract major investors, the city is promoting the establishment of a 300-hectare high-tech supporting industrial park to create an ecosystem for high-tech supporting industries. Experts say that in its investment attraction strategy, the park will prioritize projects with new and advanced technologies. It is expected to draw around $3 billion in the over 50 high-tech projects in the 2021 and 2025 period.
Border Guard soldiers in the Central Province of Hà Tĩnh have worked in tandem with relevant authorities to raise public awareness about the government's fishing regulations.
Fishermen at Thạch Kim fishing port in Lộc Hà district are making preparations to head out to sea. In a bid to help them understand and strictly follow the government's regulations while fishing offshore, Border Guard soldiers have visited each fishing vessels and spoken about fishing rules.
I greatly appreciate the soldiers' work, since it helps us to know how to fish in line with current regulations and prevent collisions at sea while protecting fishery resources.
Seeing the significance of promoting regulations among fishermen, the Cửa Sót border station has worked closely with relevant authorities to hold certified training classes for more than 5,000 fishermen.
We have conducted communication efforts via loudspeakers and leaflets. We have also asked fishermen to sign commitments to strictly follow regulations when fishing offshore. Local fishermen have strictly followed fishing regulations thanks to the efforts of soldiers from the Cửa Sót border station.
Communications work on fishing regulations coupled with COVID-19 prevention and control measures have been effectively carried out by border soldiers. Public awareness about laws has improved, helping to ensure social order and national sovereignty at sea.
Hanoi's real estate market, especially the villa and townhouse segment, will prosper in 2022 thanks to economic stimulus economic programs.
According to experts, Vietnam is entering a new normal, adapting to the pandemic and promoting economic growth. The country is facing opportunities to recover and develop, including the real estate market. In 2022, more than 3,000 railings from 13 projects will enter the market. 41% will be in Hoài Đức, followed by Đan Phượng with 26%. Western districts, including Hà Đông, Hoài Đức, and Đan Phượng, will have the largest supply in 2022, with over 2,200 railings. Eastern Hanoi will also have strong growth with new supply from Eco Park and a new major project, Vinhomes Dream City in Văn Giang District, Hưng Yên Province. Hanoi recently collaborated with Hưng Yên, Bắc Giang, Bắc Ninh, and Vĩnh Phúc provinces for the approval of the investment plan for Ring Road 4. Villa and townhouse projects in Hanoi and other provinces that are located near these ring roads would greatly benefit.
Hanoi's Department of Transport is planning to launch public bicycle services in 5 inner districts of Hanoi, giving locals and tourists have more transport options.
In the first phase, around 1,000 bikes and electric bikes will be available for rental between 70 to 80 points in 5 districts of Ba Đình, Tây Hồ, Đống Đa, Hà Đông, and Thanh Xuân from 2022 and 2023. In the second phase, which will be deployed from 2023 to 2024, the service will be expanded to surrounding districts with 3,000 bikes, around 350 points. Chi Minh City also piloted a public bicycle rental service in District 1 last December.
The central province of Quảng Nam is ramping up efforts to complete construction of Cổng Trời Đông Giang Gate to Heaven ecotourism site since it is hosting the Visit Vietnam Year 2022. The tourism site is expected to bring incredible experience to visitors who have been already familiar with Hội An ancient town or Mission Sanctuary. Đông Giang Gate to Heaven tourism site is invested at 2.6 trillion dong, about $113 million in the first construction phase, spanning 120 hectares across Ma Cu and Cao Đăng mountainous communes in Đông Giang district.
With support from the local authorities, we are making every effort to push up construction on the tourism site, hoping to put it into operation in Q2. The site will create jobs for local residents while helping preserve the tradition and culture of the cultural ethnics. Despite formidable challenges in terms of difficult terrain and the ongoing pandemic, competent sites are working hard to ensure the tourism site can be put into operation in the second quarter of this year.
FVG's construction had been largely affected by COVID-19. However, we are striving to complete construction of the tourism site, which is seen as the key tourism project of Quảng Nam province.
Along with creating a locomotive for economic development in the western mountainous area of Quảng Nam province, the Đông Giang Gate to Heaven tourism site will be connected with destinations along the legendary Ho Chi Minh Trail and other tourism spots in the delta. Therefore, it's necessary for Quảng Nam province to form uniform transport and tourism infrastructure, paving ways for the non-smoke sector to thrive. And that's wrap up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching. And see you next time.